Hi Aries, welcome to your monthly love forecast. This is for Aries sun, moon, and rising. We're going to jump in here and see what is coming up for our Aries friends. So I'm going to pull 5 cards for the month of May, and then there's going to be clarifiers that I'm going to pull for those 5 cards. This is for Aries sun, moon, and rising. Like I said, if you're cross-watching, that's fine. But I did specific cross-watcher videos for cross-watchers on the channel. So you might want to check that one after this if you would like, because that's more so with the intention of cross-watching. We're going to check out what is going on for Aries for the month of May. Okay, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, my darlings. So, Aries, you're starting it off with Page of Swords. So there's news coming in, Aries. You may have somebody professing or confessing something to you. Although in this card, our page looks like a little bit more of a snooper or an investigator. So some of you, your person is wanting to approach you, but they're doing a little bit more reconnaissance before they do. They're scoping things out a little bit more before they do. So they may be trying to access the social media to see if it looks like you're still available, or if you're still open, or like maybe what you might be into, or how they can maybe like get a way in to talk to you. So someone may be gathering information about you. I do feel like this is someone, for a lot of you, who really played around and you got tired and you just kind of like dropped it. Like you didn't confront them, you didn't get mad, you just went on and you started living your life. Not just you went off and started living your life, you started living your best life. And that person's like, what? Like it kind of got in their head. So they're ready to drop the other people they had stringing along, and they're trying to see like what's going on with you. So some of you do have someone who is getting ready to approach you, but we're going to put clarifiers here too. So here's clarifier 1, clarifier 2, and clarifier 3. Alrighty. So clarifier 1, we've got Ace of Rods. So this person's coming in, excuse me, pretty hot and heavy. See that little garter there? This person wants to prove to you that they're, that they're the business, that they're it. So this does feel to me like you, Aries, like you pushed somebody's buttons. You were like, I'm not the one to be played with, and you walked away. And it feels to me like they're like, well, wait a minute. Nobody walks away from me. Like, I'm gonna show you. Game on. Some of you, this isn't a relationship where you just like you're getting to the point with the person where you're already in a relationship with them and you're like starting to let go, and they're like, oh, okay, all right, Aries isn't like, trying, or Aries is getting busy, or they're like feeling that you're pulling away. So they may be trying to win you back over through through turning you on or seducing you, or like trying to convince you that you need them, or that they're going to do something good for you. But this person's approach does feel to me very I'm going to be honest with you. This isn't somebody who's addressing the issue. This isn't somebody who's like, look, I'm sorry for what I did, or let's talk about things, or let's become close again. This is somebody who's coming in hot and heavy. And this is somebody who's solely relying on the physical connection or the physical attraction to be enough for them to come back in. Okay, if you're cool with that, you're cool with that. But if not, understand and know something, that you are going to have to hold out. It might not be a good idea to jump into bed with this person until things are discussed and things are resolved, because I think this person thinks that they're just like, this is their secret weapon. This is like what makes them so special, and this is how they're going to win you over. So, for those of you where this isn't going to be enough for you, You're gonna have to make them just hold up. Wait a minute, cowboy. Hold easy there, tiger. Like let's talk about a few things. It's not just gonna go from 0 to 60 just like that. So next we have Five of Swords, right? So this person's like in this regret. This person's in this thing of like ego. Honestly, this feels like ego to me. I think this is someone who maybe wants people fighting over them, or maybe they're used to people fighting over them, or maybe that's how it was for them when they were younger. And maybe for some of you, depending on your age, it could be like a midlife crisis thing that they're dealing with. But it's this energy of like, um, like they want you back in the game. They want you back in the game. They want you to like pull at them. They want you to get upset. They want you to get annoyed. And for some of you, not all of you, some of you, this could be a little narcissistic type of behavior from this person. So that's why I'm saying is like this person showing back up around, maybe don't let them in that easy. They're going to have to do the work. They're going to have to show that they've changed, or they're going to have to show here that they're offering you something real, not that this is going to be an ego boost. I have a feeling, Aries, this person who's coming in is kind of seeing you as like an alpha. Okay, so depending on if you're male or female, this person's seeing you as an alpha male or an alpha female, and they feel like if they could get it going out there that you all have something going on, that other people are going to be like chasing after them, because well, if Aries is with this person, then I want some too. Or like somehow it's gonna like boost the competition, like you're the one to beat, or you're the one that's gonna make other people jealous. So they might have like some not so great motives here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay. um for other ones of you, maybe the person isn't like a narcissist, and you'll know. You probably already know who you're dealing with, because this person does feel like somebody from the past. So for many of you, you kind of already have an idea who this person is. So if you're not dealing with that high end of the spectrum of the narcissist, you are dealing with a person who maybe is putting a lot of, you know, uh, their self esteem into this relationship. So, even if they're not a narcissist, they may still be coming from ego, and that's something that you're going to have to keep in mind as you're dealing with them. We have next 9 of coins, right? So the way you're going to continue to attract this person, the way that you're going to continue to bring this person in, is by having your head held high, by having your self-respect, by doing your thing, right? You're not going to fall apart just because they've come knocking, or you're not going to fall apart and jump through hoops just because they've decided that they want to work the relationship out. Your confidence, your independence, your life, the things that you're doing, this is really what's making you attractive to this person, right? So don't come down from that. Like, they have to come up to you, right? They have to come up to your level. Don't come down to their level just because they're showing interest, or just because they're saying that they want to come back. Let them work their way up to you. Next we have Knight of Cups. We know about Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups wants the relationship. Knight of Cups can be a flirt. Nine of Cups can be a bit of a charmer. But let's pull some clarifiers to see what kind of Knight of Cups you're going to be dealing with, Aries. Oop. There's 1 clarifier. 2 clarifier. And 3 clarifier. So we've got illusion. You have a Knight of Cups that's come in with a mask. You have a Knight in Cups that wants to wow you. Maybe they want to wine and dine you and mesmerize you and, make everything feel very magical. But there's a bit of an illusion here, okay? This person is sincere in their attraction for you. This person is sincere in seeing the worth that you have and that you're high quality, right? But it could be a bit of a conquest here. Like, can I get Aries? Is Aries gonna give me a chance? What can I do to get Aries? Like, it's not that this person doesn't respect you. They hold you at a high regard, right? But it's almost like they're holding you up as a trophy, right? And you're not some victory to be had. You're not some trophy, right? I'm just, we're going to see what the cards have to say. But I kind of feel with this person that this person does want you enough that if you don't give in to their game and that if you do hold your ground, like we had that 9 of coins, if you do hold your ground, this person will eventually put on their big boy pants or their big girl pants and do what they need to do to be with you. Okay. But I think right now they're caught up with the challenge and they're caught up with the ego. All right. That's what it's feeling like to me so far. Yep. 10 of canes. You have to let this person run through the whole obstacle course. You have to let this person, show themselves or prove themselves through to the end, right? You guys have some ground to cover together before, you can be sure about where you want to go, right? This almost feels to me like they've had a first date, and he's working up the nerve of, so can I call you sometime or can I see you next week? And she's like, let me think about this. So you guys have to have some experiences here together before you can make the decision of whether or not you want to be with this person. If they want to come in and wow and dazzle you and wow you and wine and dine you, it's gonna take more than that. They're gonna have to walk a few miles with you. You get what I'm saying? Oh, wait, no, other clarifier. 7 of canes. Stand your ground. Make this person meet you halfway. Stand your ground. Don't let them, just, give you this magical night, right? Like they have to walk a few miles with you. They have to meet you part way. They got to pick you up from the station. They have to do some work. They have to have some effort. They need to miss you. Make them miss you, before you just come rolling back in. So, next we've got 4 of swords. Okay? So you might need to take a little bit of a break from this person. Okay? This doesn't necessarily mean that if you're in a current relationship with a person who's behaving this way, this doesn't necessarily mean that you're breaking up with the person for good, but you may need to get a little bit of time away. If this is living with somebody, maybe you need to get out of the house for a bit or go visit a friend or a family member and just let things air out. If this is somebody returning to you from the past, you are being encouraged to explore other, okay, if you're single, like if you're not with this person now, if you're not in a committed relationship with this person, if you're single and somebody's coming back from the past, or you're in a relationship with someone new and someone from the past is coming in and you're like, I don't know what I want to do just yet because I'm not totally committed to the new person, or it's still kind of new, do I want to go back to the old person? If you're in that kind of a situation, then this is asking you to let yourself date the other person. Don't drop what you have going for whoever's resurfacing from the past. Okay? Because you need to look at things from a different angle. You need to disconnect from their energy for a little bit. You need to air out. You need to experience something new. You need to take a little bit of a break from the old situation before you can come back to it so that you can see it with fresh eyes, right? And you know what all else is out there. Like, okay, well, you're offering me this, but you know what? Since you've been gone, I've kind of had some better offers. So maybe you need to up the game a little bit. So this is encouraging you to allow yourself to have these other experiences. Let's pull clarifiers. Got 1, 2, 3. So you've got the High Priestess. I love the High Priestess, and I've said this in other readings and other videos, so I'm not sure if you all have already caught it or if you've already heard me say it. Anytime I've pulled this card for somebody in readings, it's been right before they're really having this awakening and they're connecting with their spiritual gifts and their abilities. The chakras are opening up. People are going to be like borderline obsessed with you, right? Like you may turn somebody down and they may keep trying, or you may find that all of a sudden you haven't done a whole lot differently, but a lot of people are noticing you and a lot of people are trying to be near you and ask you out and spend time with you. So you're going to have no shortage of options. But you have to understand something, Aries. You're coming into an energy where you're going to be at a higher frequency than a lot of the people around you. So they may really want you, but they don't understand you yet. They don't know how to be with you and they need to figure some things out. So you need to allow them to have their awakening before you fully let them in if you're wanting a relationship with this person. Okay, they may feel they really, really want you, but they're not fully awake yet. You have to keep that in mind. So either you're gonna stay here on your throne and you're gonna, do your work and you're gonna do your studying and you're gonna be in your zen and give these people time to catch up to you, or you're gonna go be where the other awake people are, right? And you're gonna find um uh a better match for you. But right now, as it stands, you've woken up in a community of sleeping people, right? So either you need to allow time for them to catch up with you, or you need to start moving in a new circle, okay? Next, you have more options coming in. I swear to you, Aquarius had very similar cards and I shuffled, right? So you have more options coming in, right? Like people are seeing this light about you. They're seeing you change. They're seeing you open up. They're wanting to be near you, right? So whoever's showing up from the past, they're going to have some competition, right? And here you have the world. So whatever lesson you were meant to learn, you've learned it, right? Whatever you were meant to heal and love, you've healed it. And so now that this is happening, you're calling in your higher soulmate, your higher person. I mean, you're the high priestess, for goodness sakes. You don't need to be messing around with small time type situations here. Some of you may even be getting ready to travel. Okay, some of you may be being offered a time to travel, and here we have King of Wands, right? King of Wands. He looks like a little bit of a playboy here. But, I think this is just kind of more the passionate energy. And Aries, you are a fire sign, right? So you're either the queen of canes or rods or wands, or the king, depending on what you identify as. But so this is telling us you're really fully coming into your element. You're coming into your full Aries element. And so you're ready for that divine soulmate. You're ready for that perfect match. Let's put clarifiers here. 1, 2, and 3. So we've got, for the clarifiers, the Hanged Man. All right. So we said somebody's coming in. People are chasing you. Hangman is saying you don't have to make a decision right now. Just take a moment to see things from this different angle. Take a moment to see things from this different light. You don't have to act right now. You don't have to make a decision right now. You just take a look and examine things from this new perspective. Okay? You're not stuck. You're not trapped. Being trapped is an illusion. This is something that you're going to be able to use to your advantage by just kind of not going for anything, really, right? Like, wait to see who's going to show up and who's going to make an effort. Wait to see who's going to show up and who's going to, maybe undo some of these locks or make an effort, to impress you, or to step up as like into that partner energy, because you're coming into your full Aries energy, right? So this can seem a little contradictory, right? We've got like this king and we've got like this hung person here, but this is an illusion. This is an illusion. This is a game. Okay? So you're laying low for a bit. Just lay low for a bit, and examine your options, all options, not just the romantic options, the things in your life. Look at them from a different perspective before making your decision. And then here we've got Page of Canes. It always makes me laugh, right? Always makes me laugh because, look, he's off, he's dressed all nice, and he's got his flowers, and he's going to, like, wow somebody, try to sweep somebody off their feet, maybe hoping to get a little bit lucky. And he's walking on his way to this date, and he sees this naked statue, this street lamp, and he's like, "Whoa, what's over here?" Like, he's getting distracted by something that's not even real, right? So, I don't know, maybe some of you, you're just kind of, you're getting that fiery pep in your step. You have a lot of different options. So things may still be turning your head, right? You may not be in an energy just yet, Aries, where you can decide. And that's why the hangman is saying wait a little bit, because there's still going to be other things that are coming in that are catching your eye, and you're going to need a little bit more time to determine which is real and which is fake, right? Which one is worth your time and which one isn't. And then we've got, what is this? Four of Cups, right? So you might not be happy with what's coming in, what's being offered to you, right? Like, what is this here? It's kind of hard to tell. He's maybe asking her to go for a walk, and she's like, you know what? My feet hurt, and I'm happy here sitting with my cat. I'm good, right? Like, it looks like she's saying, "You're so kind. You're too kind." And he's like, "Oh, but won't you?" And she's like, "You're so kind, but no." So you're gonna receive some offers, but you have so many options that you might not be jumping on them, and that's okay. She's like, "Are we going for a walk? You gonna buy me something to eat? You gonna buy me a drink? Like, what are we gonna do? Go for a walk? What's Are we gonna go to a museum? Are we gonna listen to some music? I don't want to just walk around." So next you've got, ooh, Five of Canes, Aries. People might be fighting over you. Aries, what are you doing to people this month, Aries? Are people fighting over you? Starting a ruckus? Aries. Alright. Let's pull clarifiers. We've got 1, 2, 3 doesn't want to pop out. Come on, 3. Sometimes this happens. There's 3. Right. So clarifier 1, the Death card. You might just be going through this transformation and this awakening, where now that you have these options, and now that you have maybe the validation, or not validation, the redemption of somebody from the past coming back and having these other options, you might be like, but like, what, like, at the end of the day, does it matter? Like, you just might be kind of looking for purpose and meaning, and you may be letting go of someone. I feel this is coming in very different, because Aquarius also got this card, but it came up in a different way for them, and I'm feeling it different for you, Aries. In your sense, I really do feel like you are letting somebody down, and you're trying to do it very gently. Okay, so whoever you decide, whoever you pick out of this competition or these different options, you're having to tell somebody that, maybe this is somebody that you have been back and forth with for a while now, but you're having to tell this person that, look, like, this is done. Like, this is done for real, and this is, like, done forever, and here's why. And even though it's the right thing to do, you're having some sadness about it. I think you're feeling bad for the person. I think you're realizing that a certain period of your time has come to a close or come to an end, a certain like period in your life. And so it can be bittersweet. Like in one way you're like, I'm glad that um I'm not going to have this suffering, or we're not going to suffer in this relationship. Like if you had a loved one who was really suffering, they were very sick, they were very unhealthy, it was causing them a lot of pain. You're not happy that they're dead. You're sad that they died, but you're like, I'm glad they're not suffering. So then in that way, with letting this relationship go or this person go, you're glad that the suffering is ending. You're glad that the toxicity is over, but at the same time there's a certain sadness to it. Okay. Some of you might be unloading some emotional baggage. You may be trying to get closure, or give somebody closure, or you might be going through some kind of emotional inventory where you're, um asking to release or asking for forgiveness for things you felt bad about in previous relationships. But overall the energy of it is good because you're making room for the new decision, the new relationship, the new person. All right, next we have Ace of Swords. So this is a whole new beginning. This is a new way of looking at things. This is getting over limiting beliefs, things that have been holding you back in love. You're in this new energy. Okay, you're in this new energy, and you're in this new way of thinking and this new way of seeing things. All right, so did I not pull? Okay. And then your third clarifier here is you're moving on very quickly, very boldly, very confidently, right? Eight of Canes, so I think some of you are going with passion, the person that you feel the more passionate connection with. And I think some of you are feeling like you weren't meant for a vanilla life, and you're giving yourself permission for that now. Whereas maybe before you were trying to fit into that vanilla life, but you've had these options that have come up. You're letting go of the woulda, shoulda, coulda. I should choose this, or I should do that, or I should like this person, or I should want that. And you're realizing, no, like I just maybe have some different tastes and I might be a little unconventional. So you're going with what is bringing you the most passion. You're going with your passion, you're going with your dominance, you're going um with your drive. You're letting your passion drive you. You're coming into that fire energy, right? We had that King of Wands, that it coming into the Aries fire energy. You're coming into that dominance, you're coming into that Aries power, and you're wanting a relationship with someone who's going to be able to keep up with that. And so uh, they're they're fighting, and you're roping in the last man standing, it looks like. All right, Aries? Last man standing wins. Okay, my darlings, check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more. The cross watcher videos are already up. I'll do another one in a few weeks. So you can definitely check that out if you want the cross watcher stuff. Private readings are available through the Calendly link. If you click on the options, it will show you the prices. A lot of people email and say there's no prices on this site. There is. You just have to click on the reading and it will open up and show you the price. You're not going to get billed unless you enter the info. Um, so it's okay to click. It's okay to click. You're not going to get billed. And that'll show you the prices. I have readings starting from $20 and up. There's pretty affordable options. Only thing is I am going to be taking a break from private readings for a couple of weeks starting mid-May. So I think there's a couple availabilities before I go on vacation. I'm not sure. Last I checked, I think there was one or two. I haven't checked though in a couple of days. And so while I'm on vacation, I'm going to be working on things for the channel. But you'll still get the weekly videos. I'm still going to do the weekly forecasts and all that good stuff. And I'm still going to be posting on the social media for the card of the day. That's not going to change. It's just going to be a few weeks that I don't do private readings. And then I'll be back and it'll be, back to normal. But I thank you guys for your patience. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for being here, my dears. Much love.